Good morning, grasshoppers. Good afternoon and good evening to the rest of the world. Oh, this window is so bright. Whiting me out. We are going to do our diligent daily training, and hopefully with the advent of Arnold Schwarzenegger's birthday, what are we going to work on today? Getting our GTO strategy in. I think I need one knight c3, but I'm not entirely positive. I need 4 f4s. Let's go with f4 for today. Need 4 f4s to bring it up to 420. 420 is a nice magical number. I don't know if this game is not going to be played, if it will count, but for those who have not yet caught the French Bishop podcast, I'm going to need to start promoting it. I'm listening to it now. At the time that I was recording it, I actually thought, oh no. You know, I'm very highly critical of my voice. I'm not a huge fan of my own voice, but I doubt that many of us are. It is time for us to try our best in chess and to improve ourselves in every day and every way. Better than we were the day before. Catherine, is that true? Kathir? Sorry, Kathir 12345. Let's give you a message. Let's look you up. Let's see. Are you actually online, and did you forget about this tournament? They have been in the dojo for a while, it seems, especially in the weekend dojo. And they are at both dojos. So you got the duplicate notification. You will get paired even if not present. This is always awkward. So please withdraw if you have to leave. So we are working on a Schwarzenegger attack. What could be a possible Schwarzenegger attack? Oh, there we are. The notification came through. Thank you, Kathir, for showing up. Well, we can both play at this game, the pinning game. That was interesting. And the winner is... Let's give our opponent equal chances to hang or be hung. Oh no, we may have lost a piece now. That was a good in-between move on the previous turn, perhaps, when the knight was pinned. And the bishop was on b5. Be the same. It will never be the same. You know, we're just going to keep a little bit of a hold on the bastion here because we're up a piece and a pawn. Possibly two pawns. This is Buenos Dias, by the way, aka Linda Diaz, founding dojo member, Spotify, and a musical artist. The attack has begun. Do I wish to... Let's see, how does he save his queen? What direction might he be able to move in? Need to move our e3 pawn in order to play bishop g5. I'll be around. Well, that was interesting. Pinning. Pinning, embarrassing. To what end is our opponent going to have any possible counterplay. Now, Kathir, if you're watching, you should never give up, never surrender, of course, in your daily training. You should keep at this every single day, even though this game is going a little bit south. The coordination of your pieces, amongst other things, absolutely key. Let's continue to try to keep this queen out. Not entirely sure where the plan is in this vein.
Destination owes you a huge debt.
Ah. Thank you, Deeks or D-Train.
That's a fat-fingered cursor you got there.
It is a fat figure indeed. Now, what do I want to do with this fellow? Egads. Let's just keep attacking. How about that?
Said, this is Lycus or chess.com.
Yes, it is. It is Lee Chess. It is Lee Chess, but I like the piece selection that is being offered at chess.com, so therefore I use it. As often as possible. We're going to get our pawns moving. As advertised. As advertised. Egads, folks. Check.
Said, what age did you begin playing chess if had dojo for 19 years?
Believe it or not, I've had, let's see. Oh no, well, I began playing chess at the age of approximately 15, truth be told. However, that is a rumor that I'm 39 years old.
If you're 2183, why you playing 1818 2070? Is this fewer matches?
No, that is their performance rating. If you look at, I have Elite Chess Enhancement to see the average of their previous 4 games. So this is the average rating of their previous 4 games.
Your face is very white.
Yeah, unfortunately I have the daylight coming in.
On the camera.
I apologize. I need to do something about the darkness. What do you think? I wonder if I can actually fix that. If I can, let me just take a quick peek in the Windows settings, right?
Okay.
I have a curtain coming. It should be arriving by August 4th. I actually have had new windows installed in all the houses, and they took out all of the blinds. And I didn't realize that was missing.
Said,
it is true that we have...
Said, and chess really?
Me too. Me too, unfortunately. I am very young in chess. Even though I've been around for a long time, I've forgotten a lot more chess than I possibly am playing. I actually realized that the milk is turning in my coffee, and I'm going to need to get another cup of coffee. So I may need to take a coffee break. Where are you from, Deeksar? I'm going to put a plug in for the YouTube channel where I might explain more in any one of those videos. We have instructional videos in the greatest games of all time. We're going to have Chess Informant 156, which has just arrived, and a number of other things that are going on. We're going to be doing profiles of the World Chess Championships. Namaste. Thank you for the prime.
No more foreplay.
Thanks for subscribing.
Thank you for the prime. So, I'm not sure how new you are to chess, but one thing I stress a lot in the dojo. Good morning, Kingslayer Sloan. Rogan. The number one thing that we all have to be concerned about is controlling the center. Here we're holding the center with 2 center pawns. We're activating all of our pieces, and we are going to concern ourselves with king safety as well. So king safety, controlling the center, activating all of the pieces. These are the 3 things that every good opening has in mind. And if you have those 3 things intrinsically built in to your move selection at the beginning of the game, you will know how to play every opening. Every time I see a streamer say, oh, I don't know how to play the French defense, I'm like, the pieces move the same. I don't understand how anyone cannot play the French defense. Basically, you are playing here a Scotch Gambit that wasn't played very well. The opening phase of the game is only the part of the game where you set up your pieces to play the middle game. To that extent, that is its purpose. You're just setting up the pieces. Anyone who says they don't know how to play an opening is basically saying they don't know how to set up the pieces at the start of the game.
Idea how to respond to situations and set yourself up for mid-transition.
That is the hard part, is setting up yourself for the transition to the middle game. Exactly. But if you know that the opening is just setting up the pieces for the phase of the game that you need to play, you're going to grab space, you're going to try to get the most out of each move of time with your inning.
What move do you typically prefer to castle before?
I don't actually think about any of that anymore, honestly. Once you've internalized all of your principles, once you've intrinsically understood what's going on, Deexar, then you will actually have the ability to be aware of your king safety. So I like to think of it as the 3 opening principles are: activate all of your pieces with purpose, be aware of king safety, and control the center in your own way. Whether you fix it, whether you fight for it, whether you hold it, whether you give it up. So that's all you really need to do. But every single opening plays that way. I have to mark down that F4. We need 4 F4s as white today. Basically, I have a GTO strategy of playing 200 games at least with every first move. What do I really need? I haven't answered E4 with E5 very much. I'm very bothered by my coffee.
And keep king safer as you vs better opponents, right?
Exactly. In fact, it's very important to ensure how you're going to keep your king safe. So already we've switched into a Karo Khan now where white played bishop c4 and d3. So interestingly enough, this is not unlike e4, c6, bishop c4, d5, bishop to b3, knight f6, d3. And notice that we've got the same theme going. I don't know where my bishops are going to be located, so notice that I'm bringing out my bishops and my pieces in the order of their values. We're basically just improving our pieces in the order of their value. And this opening is by far not, I repeat, it is certainly not theory. So I'm debating on what to do about my opponent's big idea. The 3 big questions. What's the opponent's big idea? Where are the weaknesses? Let's just give him a quick tempo here. We'll decide how we're going to deal with this pawn later. Where are the weaknesses? What is the worst placed piece? What are the best placed pieces? And what is the opponent's big idea? Still struggling with this one. Can I play e4? d4, knight e4, knight e4. Yes, play queen takes. Looks like I'm losing a pawn. Worn out places, worn out faces, faces. I think we need to just counterattack an opponent's knight, and we will solve the problem of our lost pawn later. No expression, no expression. No tomorrow. We will look at this later. The Schwarzenegger attack. We're in search of the Schwarzenegger attack. There must be an opening attack named after Arnold Schwarzenegger by now. Then again, I've never gotten a chance to play him. I'm hoping to amend that. Oh. My keyboard. I think I should just raise my armrest on the keyboard side so that I don't have that problem. So I was trying to work on my webcam. Sad.
The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. Find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take when people run in circles.
Okay. Fair enough. Apple. Apple. What is the threat here? Is it knight takes? Let's just keep developing our pieces. A beautiful square in the center. We're still controlling the center. We're still occupying the center. Our rooks have open files. I don't have anything yet to do with those open files, but the sooner we have an opportunity to place these, improve these pieces to better squares, the sooner we can, the better. We have two weaknesses here. And a third, possibly, since this doesn't seem to be an option. We're just provoking weaknesses, Deexar. One.
said.
to...
May see your potential plan.
You see my potential plan? Good. Let me know when it arrives. Uh-oh. We've sacrificed a pawn, or have we? Have we sacrificed a pawn? Well, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. I tried to sacrifice a pawn. It didn't work out. So we have him tied down in this matter.
Magnus does that all the time.
What does he do? Ask if anyone sees his plan laying around anywhere.
Said. Go down a pawn in mid-game.
For activity, absolutely. That is the real key. You actually just give up a pawn, the opponent loses time trying to take a free pawn. They also uncoordinate their pieces by capturing the material. And then, the next thing you know... So it's all about piece coordination. The simplest place to learn piece coordination at its core is in the endgame. Learning simple two-piece buddy movie type pairs. So this knight is covering that pawn. It's unfortunate, otherwise this rook wouldn't be covering that square.
Said. Being up the bishop over the knight is a decent advantage if you use it.
Oh no, my pawn. Oh no, my pawn. Mm-hmm.
Said. LOL.
Oh no, my pawn.
Said. Your op has not much time.
My opponent doesn't have that much time, but you believe it or not, we always play with a 5-second or 2-second increment in the dojo, because you should always have a small amount of time to intrinsically ask yourself those big questions. What are the threats? Are there any checks or captures? Are the basis of what is my opponent's big idea? And what are the best or worst placed pieces? Mm-hmm. But when you have a bad position, my bishop is simply, unfortunately, in a defensive mode. My bishop is being used, isn't it? It could be time to use the bishop.
Defending what?
Kingslayer Sloan.
It was defending against any knight
John,
incursions.
have you got anything on your mind for the pod?
Yes, we have to talk about a few things. We certainly can talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger's birthday and the fact that many people asked if he played chess. Which is, of course, very true. He did play chess. All right, let's just put ourselves in this particular situation. Can I go that way? So my knight is still working its magic, or my bishop is still working its magic, preventing any funny business. You know? I have to capture. And now we have a pin through here, so we should probably capture on this square.
Deexar.
Said. Free pawn on a 3.
Kingslayer
When we
Slayer.
return the exchange.
My internet killed after Arnold in chess.
Deexar.
Said. B2 I mean.
I really want to get my pieces to better squares, darn it. This is going to be met by pawn takes. So if I capture in this manner first, we're giving back the exchange, then we're taking the exchange. Me with you. Every time you go away. Big piece of me. Yeah.
Deexar.
Said. Free pawn yay.
Deexar.
Said. Hanning.
Can't you see we got everything going on and on and on?
Just gonna keep probing the weaknesses.
Deexar.
Said. I see what his queen is up to.
Deexar.
Said. Move to QA2.
Deexar.
Well,
Said. The trade.
Deexar.
Said. He wanted that.
he did want that. I'm just hoping to upset the apple cart just a little bit. He's got this, he's got that.
Waking up to kiss you and nobody's there. The smell of your perfume stuck in the air. It's hard.
Deexar.
Yesterday I
Said.
thought I saw your
See,
shadow
you
on
didn't
your
need to
brow.
force the check.
It's funny how things
Not at all.
change in this old town. So far from the stars. And I wanna tell you everything, words I never got to say the first time around.
Now, let's see, I have to make up my mind on my plan. Is he accomplish anything here? I don't know.
Wish I was there with you now. If the whole world was watching, I'd still dance with you. Drive highways and byways to be there with you. Over and over, the only truth. Everything comes back to you. I saw that you moved on with somebody new. In the pub that we met, she
And now for something completely different.
was hard, so hard. And I wanna tell you everything, the words I never got to say the first time around. And I remember everything from when we were the children playing in this playground. Wish I was there with you now. If the whole world was watching, I still dance with you. Drive highways and byways to be there with you. Over and over, the only truth is everything comes back to you.
Is it time?
Make me
messages.
The only truth is everything comes back to you. I know that it's wrong that I come apart. There's something about you.
Let's see if he notices what's going on here at all.
The whole world was watching, I still dance with you. Drive highways.
He gets to demonstrate a little bit of technique. Now notice that my choice of opening had no bearing whatsoever on what was going on here. I just want to gain one extra move to be able to play King G5 and King takes H5. No queening with check, sir. He's in the square of the pawn. I wasted a tempo with my... Alright. Just for a moment, I'm going to take a break and get some coffee. We'll go with the intermission screen for now. And this is Singapore, believe it or not. Alright, my milk is turned in this, so I don't have a leg to stand on here. I'll be back. Whoops. Gonna do some leg testing as well.
Said. Good game, well played.
Deeds are.
Said. Close one.
Pegasus sway.
Said. Hi all.
Kingslayer slow.
Said. Hi Ron.
Pegasus sway.
Said. Kingslayer Sloan hi the king.
Kingslayer Sloan.
said. Kingslayer,
I've been flying from town to town, from London
Kingslayer Sloan.
to Taiwan.
said.
I've been
Magnus is
all
king.
around the globe trying to protect your soul.
We clawed, we chained
Deeds
our
are.
hearts in
Said.
vain. We
He
tried,
lost Blitz just
never
recently, very
asking
close.
why. We kissed, I fell under your spell of love. No one could deny. Don't you ever say I just walked away. I will always want you. I can't live a lie, running for my life. I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wrecked me. I put you high up in the sky now. You're not coming down. It slowly turned. You let me
Kingslayer
burn
Sloan.
now. We're
Said.
ashes on the
Master Chess
ground.
Dojo's new podcast
Don't
https
you
open
ever say
Spotify.com
I
show
just
3 of
walked
4
away.
bb7 fg
I will always
whwh7 do
want you.
nmn.
I can't live a lie, running for my life. I will always want you. Came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me. Came in like a wrecking ball. Yeah, I just closed my eyes and swung. Left me crashing in a blazing fall. All you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wrecked me. I never meant
All right.
to start a war.
You're back.
Wanted you to let me in. And instead of using force, I guess I should have let
Let's take care of the camera while we're at it, since it's been mentioned. If I can dim the lights,
I just wanted you to let me in.
that would be good.
I should have let you in. I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love.
Before we take ourselves off of the intermission, where are the settings? Auto? That did not change anything on the overall scheme of things. Although I don't necessarily know which webcam it's connected to at the moment. Testing, testing, testing. So I unplugged the one webcam.
Pegasus Sway.
Said. Taking a break, waiting to look at a used car. My son is going to show off golf, I think.
Oh no! Golf. Nice. So Dixor,
Kingslayer Sloan.
please join the Discord if you get a chance.
Pegasus Sway go for golf.
Mika Deket.
Said. Hey all.
How do we set the properties for the webcam?
You shoot me down, but I get up.
Pegasus Sway.
I'm bulletproof.
Said. Mika Dekat High.
Fly away, ricochet. You take your
Oh, I see.
fly away,
There's the properties for the camera.
but I
Ah!
won't fall. I am titanium.
Mika Dekat.
Hue, saturation.
I'll try some games in view of my incoming classical OTB next end of week.
Cut me down.
Sharpness.
Who have further to fall? Ghost town, haunted.
White balance. Aha. Auto.
Raise your voice. Sticks and
Let's turn off the white balance on the auto.
stones. I'm talking loud, not saying much.
Yuck.
I'm
Bulletproof. Nothing to lose. The white balance is not what I'm concerned about. That's going to be on auto. Backlight comp.
Take your aim, fly away, shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium,
Gain. Anti-flicker.
but I won't fall. I am titanium.
Let's go with that for the moment.
Shoot me down,
And back to our Licha screen to see how it looks. And it looks very, very, very bad.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me.
I'm sleeping and there is no place I'm going to.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning out.
Pegasus Sway.
How about if I switch back to the other camera for a
Too
moment?
much light in the highlights. Pull down a little so we can see your face better.
I know that he
Too much light in the highlights.
turned into sand, vanished from my hand, left me blindly here to stand, but still not sleeping.
I need to make this bigger so that I can see it.
Weariness amazes me, I'm branded on my feet. I have no one to lead, and these ancient city streets are too dead for
For wandering.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me.
So,
Not sleepy,
we did find the settings at the very least. In the Streamlabs, we found the video settings.
Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Take me on a trip upon your magic swirling ship. My hands can't feel
Exposure. Aha.
my toes too numb to step. Wait only
Let's go back to video processing and put it back to the defaults.
Kingslayer Sloan.
I'm ready to
Said.
go anywhere.
John, I'm astounded you didn't find it before.
Into my own parade. Cast your dance.
The video focusing and zooming and all that.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy.
And there is no place I'm going to.
Mika Dekat.
Oh, it's auto exposure.
John
Let's
looks
turn
cool.
off auto exposure.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Ah!
Said. Yeah, just make a list and ask me.
Though you might hear laughing, spinning, swinging madly across the sun, it's not aimed at anyone. It's just escaping on the run. And
Well, I have some curtains coming.
there are no fences facing. And if you hear vague traces of skipping reels around,
Ah!
your tambourine in time,
It's gotten very dark.
it climbed.
Aperture.
I wouldn't pay it any mind. It's just
Ooh.
a shadow you're seeing that he's chasing.
That didn't do it.
Hey,
Somewhere in the middle here.
I'm not sleepy, and there is someplace I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come follow.
So 7 is where we were before, or were we at 6?
Then take me disappearing down the smoke rings of my mind, down the foggy ruins of time, far past the frozen leaves, the haunted, frightened trees.
I think we found the right blend just about now. This is where we were
Reach of courage,
just now. That's 2 white, so we're going to go 1 lower.
dance beneath the diamond sky with one hand waving free, silhouetted by the sea, circled by the sun.
And moment of truth. All right, that's going to do for now.
Beneath the waves, let me forget about today.
Despite the amount of sun coming in through the window, at least now we fixed it. You just have to remember to bring it up again later. And there is no place I'm going to. How was your stream this morning, Rogan? I assume that you were streaming this morning. Let's watch Ariel Zamora
Said.
duking it out
Stream was
with
good.
the Chronic. I have my to-go cup. I'm driving up to a water park resort to get my grandson.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said.
Hey, Mr.
No
Tambourine
I had
energy.
dropped him off there so he could go yesterday.
for me. I'm not sleepy.
There is no place I'm going to. Ariel Zamora has a huge advantage here. For those of you who don't know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of his greatest flops was one of my favorite movies. I absolutely loved the movie Last Action Hero. I would put it among my top Arnold Schwarzenegger movies for campiness and comedy. I don't think anyone was really used to him doing comedy at that point. Combining action and comedy, campiness. True Lies, of course, was Oscar worthy.
Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away.
Terminator 2
This year
may be my favorite of the Terminator movies because he's playing the hero. And the technology has come up.
last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day
He actually predicted everything that he wished to be
to save me
Kingslayer Sloan.
I'll give it
Said.
well in
He
advance.
was a millionaire before he went into movies.
He was a millionaire as a Olympian, apparently.
catch my
I don't know how much money is in being a world-class Olympian, but I mean, it's ridiculous, right?
surprise me. Happy Christmas. I wrapped it up and sent it with a
Johnny Weissmuller, Reg Park, Steve Reeves.
Said. Houses investments.
When he was in his early days, he was into real estate, buying rental properties and things like that. And when he started earning big bucks, he had to change his investment concepts, and he describes that in his Netflix documentary, which I included the trailer for. It's on Netflix. I included the trailer for today's message, just because I believe anyone who really wants to be something, you may skip perhaps the first one and move on to the second one, but I would not. I would just stomach the bodybuilding competitions and the escape from his childhood in a backwater town in Austria, Tal, where he grew up. I actually read Pumping Iron before it was turned into a book, I believe.
now I found a real love, you'll never fool me again. Last Christmas I gave
If anyone is interested in trying to beat his personal records. 264 pounds on the press. The clean and press, 264 pounds. That's pretty incredible. I'm not a big fan of the clean and jerk. That is where you lift up the bar. But squats is all leg power. I was very good at that. I have very strong legs because I played football in high school. I had to hit the gym and do a lot of weightlifting in my day. He acknowledged the use of steroids while they were legal. I was wondering about that. Predicted his early death based on his use of steroid use. He only got $10,000 in a libel judgment in 1999.
Pegasus Sway
said, I saw that film in London in 1989. My ex-wife turned 30 at the time and we saw it there for 2 weeks, then the wallet was empty. The ex-wife. You and I are both on our second wives, Ron, or are you on, or are you single at the moment? I apologize for the personal question. Our cargo. This is our third of 4 F4s, I believe. We're going with an English Grand Prix attack. Am I going to lose a pawn after d4, cd4? Queen takes d4. Let's avoid any knight to g4 business. This is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind. I hope you don't. You're in the world. And again, who knows? Traveling show. Yeah, I weakened my long diagonal. Let's see how he gets at it. He can win a pawn. He can occupy the d4 square. Everybody, this is your song. Maybe quite simple, but Single right now, no danger.
now that it's
Feels
gone.
like the first time there have always been new women, although I haven't looked for new ones, they just appear now. I'm just going to be single for a while.
So if I play c4, so my original intention here was to try to take advantage of
I'm anxious. Lately I've been going through changes. I'm having trouble acclimating.
let's just pretend like we are, this is all part of our plan.
And geez, my brother says he's proud of me. feet below me. Long as
And now for something completely different.
I'm good. Long as I'm steady growing. Long as the wind is blowing. Long as my mama loved me. I'm blessed. Might not
This is Linda Diaz, by the way.
even when I'm not at my best. Feel like I'm not in love.
Please try to follow her, track her down.
Be this
Oh, you got that in, did you?
but I'm blessed. Keep my own roof in my head now. Make time to see all of my friends falling and out of love. Get down and get back up.
That is a little bit of a bummer.
Once I realize that I'm blessed. Yeah, I'm blessed.
Kingslayer slow.
Takes F5.
I know
Gotta promote the pod, John.
to raise a person takes a village. Don't need to
I am promoting the pod briefly. I haven't gotten the link up, unfortunately.
I'm alone
Can you?
to reposition.
I actually sent you just a message, I think in the Discord on doing the show notes and game tags and all of that.
Far away. So take time to revel in today. Come with me, 'cause I'm good. Long as my heart's inside me, long as my morals guide me, long as you're thinking of me. I'm good. Flying between these sessions, long as I keep on guessing, long as my mama loved me. I'm blessed. Might not always be obvious. Even when I'm not at my best, feel like I'm not enough. Too small, too weak, too young, too smart to be this dumb.
We are roughing it. That much is true. But we do have the weaknesses that we're looking for.
Fool in my head now. Make time to see all of my friends falling and out of love. Get down and get back up. Slowly then all at once I realize that I'm blessed.
Interesting. We will lose a lot of material on that one, that's for sure.
Kingslayer
I
slow.
feel like there's a need for an exchange sack here.
We'll recheck it tomorrow. Show notes is harder as there is different platforms.
There are different platforms indeed. Takes. Talk about things that nobody cares. Okay, we have managed to lock it up. But to what end have we locked it up? Wow, am I uncoordinated or what? Sweet. Oh. I thought about that. This was winning material to a certain extent. I am pretty bound up. That much is true. Yes, yes. Threatening mate in one. It's a tough. Let's see here. Queen h3, king f2. I am completely hornswoggled here. Nicely done, sir. Nicely done. Our cargo always flexing his muscle versus me. I win basically 2 out of 3 games, but that was not one of them. I should say he wins 2 out of 3 games. Is that right? So let's see. 6. Yeah, I win 2 out of 3 games.
Pegasus sway.
Said.
Routinely.
XF4 or QG3 perhaps.
Yep. No, it was very ugly. I think this is our last F4. So now we are at 420.
Said. How is the FM goals, John?
Meet a decade.
You know, I'm aiming higher. I'm aiming much higher than FM. I'm no longer aiming at FM. I'm following the Yasser Sirawan plan of development. There is a common error, by the way, placing the knight on c6 and the birds, allowing bishop to b5 and losing control of the e5 square is not recommended.
Kingslayer slow.
Said. Is your playing strength improving?
I believe it is, for the most part. This is so good to me.
Meet a decade.
Said. My strength is improving but not showing yet in classical.
It's easy to fall into dull patterns.
So we managed to connect our rooks. We are several moves ahead in time. Probably was in his best interest to exchange once and then play f6. And now for something completely different.
Even trees and flowers know where the seasons for you grow. You should be living out your dreams instead you're tearing
That e5 pawn should be a weakness.
sirens in the dark. Plug my ears to hear my heart. But when it gets to be too much, I find myself in what I love. When I'm by the sea, sweatshirt, sweatpants, white noise, blue jeans, writing letters to old friends, black cats and
Mikadeka.
moments.
Said, I got National Candidate Master in 2007 but rating in class cycle just not showing up. I beat Masters IMS and Rapids OTB though.
So good to me.
Let's send his queen packing to the back rank. It looks like we're up a rook now. And his king has no safe square.
I've been waiting all night for you to tell me what you want. Tell me that you need me. I've been waiting all night for you to.
Queen takes.
Yeah, I've been waiting all night for you to tell me what you want. Tell me that you need me. I've been waiting all night for you to. Tell me what you want. Yeah, I've been waiting all night. I've been waiting all night. I've been waiting all night for you to tell me.
Yeah, it's not good.
Tell me that you need me.
All sorts of discoveries happening in this particular instance.
I've been waiting all night for you to tell me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me.
All right, let's go back for a moment and we will check our dojo as white. Uh-oh.
Tell me that you
We're still at 416.
tell me that you need me. Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you
We should be at 420.
tell me that you want me.
I don't see it re-indexing. But at any event, F4 should be set. Let's just take a quick peek here. Hanging on tight. How about if we go to Masters? F4 is down here. The lead chess database. It is ranked number 2, 4, 6, 8th in the Masters data in the lead chess database. 2, 4, 7th in the Masters database. So I need to try to improve mine, and I'm at 419. It claims. Is that true? I need one more. Let's take a look at how many whites I've had. I've only had 3 whites. It is true. I'm only at. I need one more F4 if that's possible before this tournament ends. My playing strength is improving in a roundabout way. My piece coordination is improving. And mind you, this is without any opening preparation at all. FYI, this is without any opening prep, just me versus the world, and based on all the theoretical knowledge I have of controlling the center, activating all of my pieces, and being aware of my king safety.
Oh, so much better. Can't believe that my milk was sour in my first
Mikadeket.
Said,
classical.
John are you playing any classical apps nowadays?
Well, there were two things that kept me from playing in the Millennium Classic in Nashville. That was my next tournament I'd planned on. In fact, I'm going to try to update our calendar as well.
I'll be home in a minute, so feel free to come through. You know that I'm easy, baby, so it's whatever you wanna
So my personal goal is to be over 2200 in all forms of chess before I play again.
do, 'cause I'm comfortable inside.
And I do have to work in a very concentrated fashion on those goals. There's no doubt that I need a lot of work. So once I achieve my GTO Mikitiket, I'm going to
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said,
focus on a particular opening repertoire. No FIDE events in the near future.
Mikadeket.
said, I play in Huge Open next Saturday, 240 players already, 40 countries.
That's awesome. Can you post that link in our IRL tournaments in the Discord? That would be very, very cool.
'Cause I'll be ready for you, baby,
When you get here.
come around when you finish.
So it looks like StreamCord
If it takes all day,
posts an announcement that I'm live.
mind the clock on your stovetop. That thing is
So I give my announcement roughly 5 minutes before the stream, give or take. And the StreamCord takes about 15 minutes or so from the time that I actually start. Is that true? We've been live for an hour and 20 minutes. No, it claims that it's pretty well on the money. StreamCord believed that I went live at 8:21 a.m.,
no stressing, no stress.
which would have been an hour and 18 minutes ago,
Wait till tomorrow.
according to Twitch. So the StreamCord was on the ball.
Noise. Take your time. I'll be ready for you when you get here. Don't pay no mind. 'Cause I'll be ready for you, baby, when you get here.
How strong is our cargo? His rating has only been going up over a certain amount of time, to be honest.
It's getting late and
He is at his peak at the moment
I've been waiting.
in the past 3 months. We go to 6 months.
So what's a few more hours?
He was never quite higher than this even 6 months ago. He was 2296, and now he is year to date, which only adds another month. 1 year.
I'll be ready for you, baby, when you get here.
Mikadeket.
Take your
Said, sure I joined Discord where you want me posted.
when you get here.
In the IRL tournament, so I believe it's the. I'll move it up in the roster above Paris. How about that?
I'll be ready for you, baby, when you get
I'm gonna move the I'm gonna move the other stuff back. YouTube videos. I haven't been doing any YouTube videos lately because I've been trying to solve the problem of the daylight. Now that I think I've solved the problem of the daylight, this could be good.
Said, hey folks,
Behold G4. Let's check it out. All around your face. Never really knowing it was always.
how's the chest today?
I'm so happy that I'm able to do this common creative license with this song by the original artist. The COVID version of I'll Stop the World and Melt with You. That's a lot of GMs and titled players, Mickey the Cat.
Behold G.
Said. Arnold is also an interesting character to highlight.
Mika Deckhead.
Said. Indeed.
Behold G.
Said.
He is a known chess aficionado. If you watch his documentary on Netflix, let me see if I can find that plug. It is in the Discord at the top. And the daily stream assignments all the time. Whoops.
I sold myself on that stage.
Behold G.
Said. Interesting. What do you expect his chess strength to be?
I can probably imagine that he's at least 16 or 1800 minimum. I played the great chess player Efren Reyes, the billiards world champion, multiple world champion in billiards. I only played him one game. I won. I estimate him to be possibly about 1800, 2000 strength.
Behold G.
Said. 1,800 OTB.
I think so. That's an average ballpark figure of what I estimate him to be.
Behold G.
Said. That's impressive.
But remember, he's Austrian, you know, he may have had a bit of a chess education.
Said.
Woody Harrelson.
Player right.
I don't have his birthday, I don't think. We have to add Woody Harrelson.
Pegasus Sweat.
Said. The sun hasn't gone home yet, so I play another round.
All the time. July 23rd. Uh-oh, we missed his birthday by that much. Mickey, good luck. For you, being the strongest player in this tournament today.
Mika Deckhead.
Said. Jiao.
Playing the Ju and Jun variation.
I was left
To my own devices.
many days fell away when I
All right. I'm going to skip that one. As much as I love Pompeii,
what would I do
Mika Deckhead.
without your smart
Said.
mouth
Nice
drawing
music.
me in and kicking me out? Got my head spinning, no kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind?
we're going to get very scary here
A magical mystery
as I attempt to complete my development.
Player Sloan.
so dizzy,
Said.
don't know
These
what
off-brand
you
versions of songs.
I'll be alright.
These are all covers.
Head's underwater, but
I am constantly in search of the best possible covers of all popular songs by independent artists who do not have a copyright on the songs.
Said, I appreciate a good cover.
I mean, of course, I have some terrible covers. All your edges, love your perfect imperfections. Oh, he has knight to e7 check. That will slow me down amazingly. When I win, I'm winning.
Said, among my favorite are speed metal covers played on a piano.
Speed metal covers. You should post those in the Discord under music and stream suggestions. That is where I have attempted to post give my all to you. Beginning, even when I lose, I'm winning. He'll give you all. Me all. Ooh. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I needed to play bishop e4 on the previous move, so I've lost time on this one. I'm not the favorite by far against Mickey the Cat. What's my personal record with him? He is winning 3-1. Well, you are very kind to me, not by not taking my free rook. That rook to b7 move was absolutely horrid on my part. Again, you were very kind to me because you were just winning after bishop a6 check, sir. Bishop a6 check and mate. What is up with Mickey the Cat? The answer is blowing in the wind. It is an exchange of a pawn with check, so I don't really have anything here.
Said, didn't even looked at that.
I can't tell you how much I look at. To be honest, I consider everything, and it's very annoying that my opponents don't see what I see. Answer is blowing in the wind.
Hi guys, this is a cover of Royals by Lord, and I'm in the studio with Shay. I've never seen a diamond in the flesh. I got my teeth for wedding rings.
Wow, you would do that to me? That's really not cool. Maybe I should have played up. Maybe I should have played up.
That every song's like gold teeth, grey goose tripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trashing the hotel room. We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams. Everybody's like crystal, Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We're not caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be royals. It don't run in our blood. That kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, baby, I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy. My friends and I, we've cracked the code. We count our dollars on the train to the party, and everyone who knows us knows.
Behold G.
Said, I lost a 4-1 position against a GM today. Chess is pain sometimes.
You lost a +4 position? I hate when that happens.
We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams. Everybody's like crystal, Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We aren't caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be royal. It don't run in our blood.
Behold G.
Kinda luck's just ain't
Said,
for us.
when I played 1G4 as well would have been a lifetime achievement for me.
That is very, very cool.
Baby, I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy.
Oh.
Everything we ever dreamed.
Let's see where you're going first.
I'm in love with being queen.
Well, that is a bummer.
Life is great without a care. We aren't caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be royals. It don't run in our blood. That kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, baby, I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy.
Oh.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said, 1900 rapid is my NE goal this year.
Mm-hmm. That's a bummer.
Behold G.
Said, it's good to have goals.
Said they're moving to LA. Ain't a soul I know around. Everybody's leaving town. Some called a freight, some called a plane.
Yeah, I'm in trouble.
Sunshine, leave the rain. They say this town will waste your time. guess they're right, it's wasted mine. Some gotta win, some gotta lose. Good time Charlie's got the blues.
I would aim higher because you still have 5 months left in the year, Rogan.
You're not a kid at 33. You play around, you lose your wife. You play too long, you
Behold
lose
G.
your life.
Said. 2K is a nice round number, I
Got
agree.
my pills to ease the pain. Ain't found a thing to ease the rain. Someday I'd like to settle down. But everybody
Kingslayer Sloan.
leaving town.
Said. I'm 1758, so I'm a bit far to be picky.
Some gotta
Picky indeed.
Good time Charlie's got the blues. Some gotta win, some gotta lose.
Behold G.
Said.
Good time
I
Charlie's
find that
got
chess breakthroughs happen in bunches.
Yeah, I would have to play bishop to e6 here.
Charlie's got the blues.
Nicely done.
Good time Charlie's got the blues.
Mickey the Cat. Beast mode from Slovenia. Let me see if I can grab that. Did we post the Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Said. THX for game.
Thank you for
although I
posting
see
the
it
podcast. So I did find the podcast by searching Chess Podcasts and Master Chess
The trailer
Dojo.
was posted.
So I did find it, by the way, by looking for...
Teach each other what our bodies are for. Learn how to sink and you'll learn how to swim.
Whoa, that was unusual.
You'll learn how to win.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. We may need to add chess in there somewhere.
Yeah, we have to make it the French Bishop Chess Podcast.
You don't seem to care what your boyfriend thinks. With the prophet Isaiah, cook up.
What?
Kingslayer Sloan.
Why did you resign?
Or chess cast.
You always have knight to c3 here. My previous move should have been bishop takes b1.
My right hand will hold you, fear thou not.
I mean, what are the options on changing the name of the podcast now that we've started it? Can we tweak it? Add
Behold G.
Said. BXB1 he would at least have BXC6.
yeah, he has check with that. He has to play that,
Said.
obviously.
Easy as.
Easy as pie. It's true that we're missing chess at the C Squared podcast, though. Let me take a look at those others again. I searched for chess. I searched for all Spotify chess podcasts, and ours did not come up.
A hasty resignation.
But if I looked for, Master Chess Dojo in the podcasts, it worked out. It came up very quickly on Spotify, anyway. I haven't done it on the Google Podcast app or anything else, but I was listening to it. And I was very impressed.
Said. Updating now.
Thank you, Roken. Yeah, so let's see. If I search for just the French bishop, I get a lot of bishops. That's the awkwardness. I just searched for Master Chess Dojo alone, and I got Perpetual Chess and I have to do a little research on the others to make sure they don't mention me. Unfortunately, I also get Chess Dojo Live, so that's awkward. Anything with the letters in it. Discipline Dojo. I'm actually going to be listening to a lot of these to try to determine what it is that they've got. Now that I've got it in my list of podcasts, if I search for the French bishop, still doesn't, obviously I don't know what the search criteria is. Aha, now it's coming up. Mainly because I added it to my library. Longer than road revenge. Bishop and friends. Prominent French bishop admits to abusing 14-year-old girl. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. We could even go with pardon our French. Pardon our French, which is an American expression for language. Did I get a full point by?
Said. When they said any press is good press.
I know, right? It's a little tough there, I have to admit. Moment of truth for Mickey.
Said.
Our Carco and Mickey are playing each other. No pressure.
5C3QB6 then BD7 okay.
Yes, that's how I like to play it. You've probably seen me with countless numbers of those, right? Let's take a quick peek at the opening book again, just to make sure that F4 is still at 419. I can't believe I've played F4 more than I've played C4. I have to have C4 on the no playlist. Yeah, let's put this aside for the moment. Toss that one. I'm going to throw out all the trash today before the family comes home. July 30th, added, yada, yada, yada. So,
23 raiders
So, now
from.
we're trapped in Fisher's mind
Just
battling
Noah.
his own private army,
Have
and if we
joined.
get killed, we'll be lost in limbo till our brains turn to
Chess Noah, how are you, sir? I was just examining my GTO strategy. I apologize. We are in the middle of the Arnold Schwarzenegger birthday Swiss.
Chess Noah.
Said. Raid GTG have a great stream.
I saw you playing yesterday in the Bullet Brawl, I believe. How did you do? How did you finish up? I was looking on my phone, so I didn't have a chance to actually, and probably my stream is even worse, if you must know the truth, because when you're looking on a phone, it's very difficult to see what's going on all the time. So our voices, Chess Noah, by the way, is an amazing young player. I believe he's based in Norway. I could be wrong. Please check him out. We're promoting our podcast, The French Bishop. You search for The French Bishop or Master Chess Dojo podcast, you will be able to find it. It is pinned at the top. The Spotify anyway, at least you'll know what it looks like when you find it, no matter what device you're using. Gavin Downtown, Sephard73, thank you so much for the follow. I am FIDE trainer and National Master John MacArthur. I've forgotten more chess than I can play.
What's the plan for today?
Well, I have to go up, I have a 2.5 hour drive ahead of me in order to, you're watching Mickey the Cat and Arcargo playing for first place. This is the real battle. We do a 9-round Swiss every single day, by the way. And you can find almost everything in the calendar of events. You can also subscribe to the YouTube. If you subscribe to the YouTube, you'll get all of the instructional videos we've had in the past. It seems to me like knight f4 is somewhat forced. However, we're worried about the g5 pawn being captured. We're in a little bit of a bind here. Perhaps removing the defender of the rook. 3 attackers, 3 defenders. This is not easy, by the way, by any means. Queen takes is being threatened if this rook moves. So we're not really in any position to move any pieces here. Arcargo, very dangerous. Oh, we have an X-ray defense here. If rook takes, then queen takes. So therefore, if bishop takes, this rook takes. Now the knight can move. But we have a tremendous threat along the long diagonal as well. What would the point of knight f4 to knight f4, queen takes f4? No good. This doesn't look good for us all of a sudden.
Behold G.
Said. Is G4 an idea?
And G4 is our only move if we want to try to hang on to the pawn. We have to play G4, knight takes, HG, and if rook takes, G4, HG, with a small threat on f3. Knight to g5 with a small threat on f3. So g4 takes. We don't have a choice here, and unfortunately this move is very close to winning a piece. After this is check. Rook takes. Rook takes. King has to move. There's nothing guarding this. Oh, we don't have knight takes. We don't have rook takes because our queen is hanging. Oh, but is it mate? If our king moves.
Said. Complicated position LOL.
If our king moves. Can we afford this? I'd only considered rook takes f5. Ouch. Ouch. Our cargo is too strong. Was there a way out of this at all? So right about here. This is passive, by the way. This is too passive. might have been possible for a rook exchange sacrifice here. I think we probably needed to play rook to f5.
You have been playing my heart like a grand piano.
Because why have a rook on e8 behind a pawn that can't move when we can sacrifice it and try to go after further weaknesses and whatnot?
My heart like a grand piano.
Let's see what the computer says. Ah, king f6 just trying to ignore it. How appropriate. If bishop takes, then rook.
Said. I thought I had time to remember 9.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said.
Yeah,
Updated the RSS feed, meaning most of the platforms will be updated.
Behold G.
thank you, Rogan.
Said.
Are we doing another one tomorrow? Yeah, the bishop check was brutal, but not that hard to find. We're just too passive here. G5, rook to d6,
Kingslayer Sloan.
and we can't tie down our rook.
Tomorrow my time. Tomorrow.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. We can do as many as you want to, John.
I was also thinking that we should do smaller segments on each topic. So if we have 4 topics, we should end after that topic. And that way we can post a little more frequently or get caught up for the most part. For example, ours was, now why doesn't he automatically get a computer analysis? Do I automatically get a computer analysis because I'm a master? Is that the story? Because I'm a master, all of my games are automatically.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. Amen. We can do a pre-show to discuss this.
Yeah, let's do that. So, what time is it right now? Hold on, I need to get my times up. I know I have them in the stream. So is it 2 a.m. for you right now, Roken? I appreciate you being up, buddy. It's 2 a.m. on Monday already for Roken.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. 2:15 on the 31st.
Yeah, it's no longer the birthday person in some parts of the world when I'm streaming. I'm a day late with my stream. I've only been streaming for less than 2 hours, so I would have gotten Arnold Schwarzenegger's birthday a day late. I'm gonna follow you. I think this is the right square, and then C3.
Say something, I'm giving up on you. Say something.
And then check and draw. Or is it? No. Queen to E4 check loses.
Said. Probably draw.
With the queens on the board, indeed. Uh-oh, maybe.
Mika Deket.
Said. I couldn't win some endings with connected 2 pawns.
Mika Deket.
Said. Queen ones.
Uh-oh. He's trying for that draw again, folks.
Behold G.
Said. This seems petty to play out lol, just offer a draw lol.
No, you have to massage them for 50 moves. The 50 move rule exists for a reason. For example, anything that blocks there,
Said.
uh-oh.
Probably hoping some pong ending.
Yeah, there are some problematic options here. Queen to h5, queen g4, queen g5 was an attempt to win. We don't have a choice. We cannot block with the queen. I love winning games like these, to be honest. When it seems like there's no win in sight. This is the option to try to achieve more.
KC5 easy.
King c5, queen to c3.
Said. Take Q.
Trouble is happening here, folks. Trouble.
Said. QC3. Said.
Queen to b3, queen to a8. Yep, as we predicted.
Pegasus sway.
Said. Time to test the car. See you. Said. LOL.
Behold G.
Said.
The pawn up person in trouble. What was the video? There was a video short of Daniel Naroditsky, I think, winning a queen, a draw and keep queen and pawn ending down the pawn winning.
Said. Pegasus sway.
Time to test the car. Ron. We haven't given Ron enough shout outs today. Namaste, Ron. Enjoy. What kind of a car is it, though? What car are you going for? I do highly recommend the Hyundai Kona. The Hyundai Kona. I have a Hyundai Venue.
Behold G.
Am I going to get another game out of this? Oh no, I'm not getting another game. I've already won with my last game. I got a full point buy, and we're at 419 in this category. Oh no! Let's copy that one.
Pretend like that air conditioner's not there. Yeah. All right.
Operator.
Oh, would you help me place this call? The number on the matchbook is old and faded.
Reload.
She's living in LA with my best old ex.
Wow, I can't believe the full point buy ensures that I'm going to finish in the top 3. That's craziness. If Ron did not bow out, I would have been bumped out. Because he would have beaten me.
Give me the number if you can find
Mika Deckett.
Said. I was late.
Yeah, I appreciate your support. I'm usually late. Fortunately, today I only missed the first game. French Bishop Chess Cast. Should cast be capitalized? In the title? I think so. You have it capitalized in the About, Rogan. That's not the way it feels. Let's give Joe... for all of his hard work. I've heard that we have to keep plugging for 5 to 10 years before we see returns on our efforts. This means we do a lot of pro bono teaching, streaming, and work, and perseverance pays off in this field. So whether the podcast has to keep going X, we should invite Ben Johnson onto our French Bishop Chesscast. That's not the way it feels. Operator.
Cool? Yeah, I feel good about that.
Why don't you help to make this call?
Guess it's true, I'm not good at a one-night stand. But I still need love, cause I'm just a man.
The FIDE World Cup is live. I'm just trying to see who is broadcasting it at the moment.
I don't want you to leave, will you hold my hand? Oh, won't you
Mika Deckett.
stay
Said.
with
Chess
me?
24.
I see it. Chess 24. I have it in Spanish, Dutch, etc.
This ain't love, it's clear to see.
I appreciate everyone being here despite the fact that the World Cup is going on. By the way, for those of you who don't know the origin story of the FIDE World Cup, this was the FIDE World Chess Championship when Garry Kasparov took away the World Championship from FIDE in 1993. And it took them a handful of years to work out a tournament format. Around 1999 in Las Vegas, they held the FIDE World Cup for the first time. Or a World Championship. And basically it was 2 games followed by rapid games in order to determine the best player in the world. We have Grandmaster Simon Williams and Grandmaster Naroditsky doing the commentary. I'm very happy that Chess24 still exists and it's not chess.com. I will be listening to the podcast on the way to...
They are under them though.
They are under them. Yeah, they are under the cheese.com umbrella and the chess.com universe. They're definitely trying for a monopoly on chess. there's very little outside the purview of. Ouch. I think I would have given myself more room, perhaps. Rather than moving my rook to a passive position, I would rather give myself more room. But in what way can we give ourselves room? In an ideal world, this, that, and the other thing. King f8 doesn't work because of queen e7, so he chose this passive move. Okay. Another weakness. Not a bad idea by Champion 2012. Let me make sure that I have events for this week, though, mind you. I want to make sure I don't have to redo the calendar blitz. So that, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. How are we doing for the month of August? 4th, and then the 7th. So next weekend, I have to start organizing more tournaments next weekend. I usually try to put the birthdays of the Grandmasters in first, so we can see that Tal is coming up, and all of those will be in the future. For example, this one is on the 31st of January. Can I change the date now? Yes. We do need more subscribers. We do need more subscribers. Arnold Schwarzenegger's birthday. I highly recommend, by the way, if you want to learn about Bishop and Knight versus King, 2 Knights versus King. That is part 2, and Bishop and Knight versus King. I have put those endings in here. So bad for the hot for teacher. And of course we have an E4 repertoire for white. If you have not yet subscribed to the YouTube, it will be of great help. Tournaments, let's make sure that all those birthdays at the end are correct. I think Maya Chiburnitsi is the 17th. Yes, so we're good. We have Spassky coming up as well, I think, on January 30th. I have not put him in, but I think January 30th is a Sunday. So we're good through next weekend. So for teacher. So Mickey the Cat has a rook for 2 bishops. This is usually not a good thing. But the bishops seem to be somewhat contained, and the open file could be in Black's favor, if he can get there from here. This is a hard game to win, but Mickey has the advantage of has a huge time advantage. I'm hot for teacher. So how can the white queen enter? This is starting to look a little sketchy here. Queen A7, E3. So he definitely had to capture once, capture twice, then Queen A7. Of our story. Queen to B6. I was trying to figure out if Queen to B6 had any advantages. Oh, there's an interesting concept. So Queen to B6 could have been better. How naked is this king? This is mate in 2, folks. Check and mate now. Whoa, love the way you lie. It's not mate. I was actually thinking that it was queen to check and queen to check. Queen H6, Queen G5 was mate. I was wondering if this is still mate. But it is. There's no escaping it after Queen takes C3. We've got checkmate with Rook F6 as well. Yeah, Mickey missed checkmate in 2 the first time.
Said, I just wanted queen.
Oh, you were playing for a Rook H5, Rook takes, yeah? Namaste, everyone. Somehow my tiebreaker became better. Ariel Zamora.
Said, yeah.
That is craziness. All right, we are following the #1 event of the year. Or do we go to FIDE Chess? They're on a break. Chess 24, Renee Farkas, or Alexandra Chess? Or the Women's World Cup with Merpant. We could also do the Women's World Cup with Merpant. So our candidate moves are...
Said, cup will be time scrambles.
So, Mickey, which one are we going to? Merpant for the Women's World Cup. Alexandra Chess for her 12-hour stream, and a good friend of mine lately. That would be my default guess, because if we're not watching... Mary? Renee Farkas? Merpant, you mean? Okay, let's do it.
Said, why?
For the Women's World Cup. She is covering the Women's World Cup. And Ju and Jun, I think, is the #1 person. She was also eligible to play in the overall Men's World Cup, which I think I would have done if I were her. As her trainer, I would have firmly recommended that Ju and Jun.
Looking up from underneath, fractured moonlight on the sea. Reflections still look the same to me.
Kingslayer Sloan
as before
Said.
I went down.
CYA John talk soon.
Rogan, yes. What time, your time? Did you want to try to do it? I don't think I have my lesson starting. Usually I have lessons on Monday night, so 10 p.m. my time could be easier.
Times in Discord.
Sounds good. But I know that it would definitely keep me shorter, as I have a lesson at 8 p.m. usually on Monday. And I know that 8 p.m. my time would be my ending time, so if we can arrange it, that would be great. All right, let's roll our ending credits for all of our new follows. Sether, 73, Gavin Downtown, Chess Noah, thank you for the raid. Let's do that real quick before the stream ends.